In a land where there was no helper, where no one saved anyone, where fear walked openly through the streets, the destiny of the world rested in the hands of a woman who did not yet know her strength. Her name was Amara Mwachi. She was not loud. She did not chase attention. She lived quietly, observing more than she spoke. People passed her daily without realizing what stood among them. But the world had made one mistake. It had mistaken her silence for weakness. The first awakening was not dramatic. It was controlled. A group of armed men cornered a young woman in an empty parking structure. Amara was walking home. She could have continued walking. She didn't. Her body stopped before her mind decided. Her breathing slowed. Her eyes sharpened, and something ancient stirred beneath her skin. Golden light traced through her veins. The air pressure shifted. The men felt it before they saw her. She stepped forward, calm, unafraid. When the first man charged, she didn't panic. She moved, faster than human reflex. Her palm connected with his chest. A burst of contained energy threw him backward. Concrete cracked beneath him. The others hesitated. That hesitation was their mistake. Within seconds, they were on the ground. Not dead, but defeated. Controlled force, measured power. The young woman stared at Amara in shock. Amara looked down at her own glowing hands. No fear, no confusion, just realization. She had never been ordinary. She had been restrained. And now, the restraint was gone. In a land where there was no helper, where sirens cried louder than hope, where people recorded tragedy instead of stopping it. The destiny of the world rested in the palm of a woman who did not yet understand who she was. Amara Mwachi did not wake up planning to be a hero. That evening, she was simply walking home. The sky was heavy, the wind restless. Ahead of her, a high-rise building trembled with chaos. Smoke poured from the upper floors. People screamed from below. A child was trapped inside. The crowd gathered, but no one moved. Because in this land, no one saves anyone. Amara felt it before she saw it. That pressure in her chest again. But this time, it wasn't subtle. It was demanding. Her heartbeat slowed instead of racing. Her breathing deepened. Her vision sharpened. The noise around her faded into silence. And then, heat surged through her veins. Not burning, empowering. Golden light traced faintly beneath her skin. Controlled, precise. Her palms began to glow. The rain above her paused mid-air, suspended. The crowd stepped back. Amara looked at her hands. No panic, no fear, just clarity. She stepped forward. Each step felt grounded, heavier, stronger. The flames near the building bent away from her as she approached, not extinguished, obedient. She entered the fire. Inside, beams collapsed but slowed before touching her. Smoke parted around her face. Her eyes remained steady. She found the man beneath fallen debris. The wall blocking them cracked as she placed her palm against it. The gold symbol on her chest ignited fully for the first time. She pushed. The entire section of concrete burst outward in a controlled explosion of light. Outside, witnesses shielded their eyes. Amara walked through the flames carrying the man, unharmed, unshaken. The rain resumed. The glow slowly faded. The child clung to her. The crowd stared in disbelief. And in that moment, she knew. This was not an accident. This was not coincidence. This was awakening. The world without helpers had just changed, because the helper had arrived. And somewhere in the unseen darkness, something felt her rise, and it was no longer smiling.
Beginning to burn. By morning, the footage was everywhere. Every screen, every phone, every headline. A woman walking out of flames, carrying a survivor, untouched by fire. No one knew her name. They gave her one, Midnight Grace. News anchors debated her existence. Is she enhanced? Is she a government experiment? Is she a threat? Clips replayed in slow motion, the moment the fire bent away from her, the glow of the AN symbol, the calm in her eyes. Admiration quickly turned into investigation. Inside a secure government briefing room, officials watched the footage frame by frame. Zoom, enhance, analyze. Facial recognition software activated. Rain-covered still image, grid lines scanning her face. Match found. Grace, Amara Mwachi. Silence filled the room. She lives among us, one official said quietly. Threat level, unknown. Maintain surveillance. Across the city, Grace Amara Mwachi stood alone in her apartment. The suit was gone. Just simple clothes. Just silence. She pressed her fingers to her temples. "What is wrong with me?" she whispered. She walked slowly to the bathroom mirror. Her reflection stared back at her. Normal. Human. She leaned closer. Then, a faint blue ray of light flickered across one of her eyes. Sharp. Quick. Gone. She stumbled back. Her breathing became uneven. No. She leaned forward again. Her eyes were normal, but something inside her wasn't. She stepped away from the mirror and walked into the living room. That's when she felt it. Not a sound, not movement, a presence, like someone watching. She turned slowly toward the window. The night outside looked quiet, too quiet. She moved closer. Across the street, a black vehicle parked with engine running, lights off, still. Her eyes scanned upward. On a rooftop opposite her building, a faint red blinking light, a surveillance camera, pointed directly at her window. Her heart pounded. They're watching me. She stepped back from the glass, her breath shallow now. Then, bam, bam, bam. 3 firm knocks at her door. Not frantic, not soft, deliberate. Silence. Then again. Knock, knock, knock. Her entire body froze. She looked toward the door. The apartment suddenly felt smaller. "Who is it?" she asked carefully. A calm, older voice answered. Grace. Her name. She swallowed. Slowly, cautiously, she opened the door. An elderly man stood there, calm, composed, watching her not with fear, not with control, with understanding. And behind him, down the street, the black vehicle's engine remained running.